Thanks for your support as a channel member, Big Chungus! 13 really might be our lucky number because we're adding up those 13th place finishes, which is great for keeping us ahead of Sauber, but it's not actually making any difference. If we can go one better or maybe two better with 11th, we can move up the championship standings, and that's the aim heading to Mexico. Great news to start this next episode. We've come straight out of the United States Grand Prix. We are in debt. Bad. Cost cap fine. Bad. Another cost cap fine. Bad. Data, ATR, we can't do any of that. We can now officially unveil our new driver for Season 2. Paul Aaron has signed on the dotted line, and he will be an AHGP driver for Season 2. We are in debt. That's not good. Board will continue to lose confidence. Ooh. Still think he should keep VESTI. I mean, if he turns down the Aston Martin deal, we could maybe sign him instead of Berruti. Fred got some traffic on his first lap. He's going quicker on his second one, so I would expect him to improve here and at least get ahead of Berruti. We're both ahead of Bottas at the moment. Fred did not improve in the final sector. The tyres obviously collapsed. Can we get through? We're going to get loads of traffic in the first sectors. That is not ideal. Are we improving middle sector? Yes. Right, Fred VESTI, can you improve? Goes 18th. Right, can he do something on this final lap? He's got clear track. Finally, we get clear track. But now the tyres are starting to wane, and oh, he's 16th. Maybe Albon will bump us out. He's improving. Yeah, I think we're going to be out in Q1 here, lads. We are indeed. That's disappointing. Just very disappointing. 17th and 19th. Not impressed by that. Slightly disappointing qualifying, but we are 16th and 18th. I think there was a grid drop in there for somebody. Soft, medium, soft for Fred VESTI. Soft, medium, medium for Berruti Noeke. And yeah, hopefully we can move forward from here, because 3 DRS zones in Mexico, if we can get as part of a train, we should be able to stick with them and move forwards. Let's get stuck into this. We have a McLaren and a Ferrari on the front row. We've got 4 and 5 red lights. The lights are out, the race is on. What is Tsunoda doing in 4th, by the way? That's wild. Berruti and Fred are slow out of the blocks here. We've lost, well, Berruti's already lost 2 places, and Fred is currently being swallowed by the pack around him. Are we able to sneak through? They can sometimes be collisions at this. Wow! Hi, Gasly. Welcome to the party in that sense. What's everyone doing tyre-wise? Sargent's on hards. We need to get past him pronto. Let's do the old rally defend trick. And let's get racing. We have indeed got past Logan Sargent, on board with Fred VESTI, outside line with DRS into the stadium. Job done. And now we can get after, I think that is an Alpine which is ahead of us. Let's just double check it. It is indeed Esteban Ocon, but we are not escaping from the Williams, unfortunately. We need to close down this gap much quicker than we are. Well, this race hasn't gone to plan at all. We've not got part of a DRS train, and we did not close down Ocon, and we've now been swallowed up by both Williamses, which does cure the first problem in that we are now part of a DRS train, just not one that's near the points at all. Kevin Magnussen does have a technical fault though, so he might come back towards us. In fact, I think he has. There he is, and we go up the inside of Sargent, and we're trying to make forward strides once again as Berruti loses a place to Hulkenberg. But he's ahead of Gasly and Zhou, which is pretty good, actually. And VESTI has now got himself up into 15th. We are moving forward after all. I've missed the opportunity to click on that replay. But he's now all over the back of Kevin Magnussen. So I'm going to harvest the battery so that as we go down into turn 1 with DRS, we will be able to juice things up. And then we can try and pull away from the Haas. We'll get another dose of DRS here. Let's have a look at the overtake on the Dane. Asserting his dominance as the top Danish F1 driver is Fred VESTI. And now we'll deploy and try and pull away. Sainz has a mechanical fault. That could help us. Right, we're defending from Alex Albon. And I kind of don't mind if he goes past, because if we can just stay with him, he might be able to take us towards Esteban Ocon. The gap is 1.4, 1.3 seconds. We need to deploy what we have in the battery to stay with them, and then hopefully we can be part of that group. Although it looks like Albon has done a very good job of just disposing of the pair of us and clearing off. We're actually probably further away from Ocon than when we started that whole rigmarole. And yeah, Albon is now 2 seconds clear of the Alpine. That didn't work to plan at all, did it?
Sorry.
We're going to need to bring Baruti in early because he's wrecked his tyres. So we'll do that now. With Fred, he's about to become under pressure from Nico Hülkenberg. We're still 1.5 seconds behind Ocon. We just can't close the gap down to the Frenchman. It's really frustrating, really frustrating. We're now 1.3, 1 second. It keeps chopping and changing. Looks like we are closing actually on him, which is good news. Baruti has exited the pit lane. He's now last. That's not a surprise. And I think we're about to get DRS on Ocon. So maybe it has worked out after all. And we are past Ocon. Here we go. As soon as we got DRS, we were through. It's a big long straight in Mexico, and we've made perfect use of it. I think we're on slightly better tyres than the Alpine, so we're through. That is us up into 14th place. I'm going to attack, go aggressive on the tyres because we can use them, because we are about to stop. Ocon has run into puncture range. That's why he's so slow. His tyres have basically given up. Fred VESTI into his marks in the pit lane. 2.7 second pit stop. And we return to the track. We are actually we're well ahead of Ocon. Well ahead of him. So that's worked out brilliantly. We're clear of Hülkenberg as well. So that's going nicely for Fred. For Baruti, he's 21st. We're probably not going to achieve the target unless some of these mechanical failures become a bit more mechanically faily. Okay, well that's Hülkenberg going up the inside. We were 5 seconds clear of him. He's just zoomed up to the back of us on soft tyres and taken the place. But if we stick with him on the DRS straight, we'll just take the place straight back. I'm going to harvest the battery as well while we're here, because then we can use that to stay in touch. And that's worked out pretty well, actually, all things considered. We are 5 seconds behind Albon, which is less fantastic, but it's something. We're now pulling away from Hülkenberg, who's now decided he can't afford to attack on the tyres quite as much as he was. Oh dear. We've had a crash for Baruti Nueke. What has happened here? Has he done it all by himself? Of course he has, and that's more damage to the car. Fantastic. What's he damaged? The chassis, the rear wing, and the suspension. Brilliant. And he's absolutely wrecked the tyres. He spent most of the season being fairly, you know, average. The last few rounds, he's just thrown the car at the wall at every opportunity, and it's really starting to wind me up. To the point where I'm seriously considering ditching him, like even this season, with the editor. Like, we bring Paul Aaron in now. Yeah, oh, VESTI is... Oh, he's past Albon. Where did this come from? So Albon had to get out of the way. Wow! Through goes VESTI. Amazing. He's got the DRS off the Ferrari. Oh, superb. Now we've got to chase down Lewis Hamilton. We need to bring... I'm just rage quitting with Berruti. I've had enough of you, mate. Get in the garage and sit on the naughty step. Right, we're on lap 42. We're going along rather nicely at the moment with Fred VESTI. It's very easy to just concentrate on one car when the other one is just absolutely terrible. I have been debating with chat about actually sacking Berruti with the editor. We are in the middle of discussions at the moment. We are also closing in on Lewis Hamilton. The gap is just 6 seconds. We were 3 seconds a lap faster the last time around. We're also conserving fuel. What tyres is he on? He's on hard, so he'll probably go to softs to finish the race. But we could legitimately catch Lewis Hamilton. He's got a mechanical issue, but let's not let facts get in the way of a good story. We are almost right on the tail of Lewis Hamilton. We are going aggressive on our tyres to close this gap down. See if we can get DRS as we come out of the final corners. I don't think we were quite close enough. Now into the pit window. And we are closing down the Mercedes. We're now inside a second. We've got so much more speed right now. I think we're going to legitimately pass a Mercedes on track for position. Although now that I've stopped pushing on the tyres, we've suddenly dropped back out of DRS range. That's worrying. Okay, we're still not past Lewis Hamilton, but we are right on his gearbox. We are about to bring Fred to the pit lane. And Lewis is in as well. This is a pit stop race between us and Mercedes. Here we go. Can we get Fred out in front of Lewis Hamilton? Even if we don't, we'll still have an advantage. What is Hamilton going to? He's going to softs. He's coming down the pit lane now. Let's follow on board. How's the pit stop for our guys? Oh, it's just a bit too slow. It's a lot slow. It's really... There's no tyre on it. We've just lost like 10 seconds. We've completely let Mercedes off the hook. And we've lost a place to Hulkenberg. And Sargent. What the hell was that? Right, the comeback has started and Fred is a man on a mission. He's just blasted past Hulkenberg. But we've now got... What is it? 11 and a half? No, 5 point... I don't know. Ignore that. Where's Hamilton on the track? He's going through turn 3. We're going through turn 2. So it's about 4.5 seconds. It's now sorted itself out. But here's Hulkenberg, just to make life difficult again, going back in front. We are closing in on Hamilton once again, but we've got Hulkenberg to deal with. Sainz's mechanical fault could become terminal. That would be very helpful. Albon's in the pit lane as well. We might actually fall behind him, considering how bad our pit stop was. No, we've just about stayed ahead of him. So that's good news. Are we about to go 2 laps down, by the way? We are, I think. Because that's Verstappen and that's us. This is going to get tricky. We aren't catching Hulkenberg now. His face is just... The wheels have literally come off this thing. Oh, That's Hulkenberg being lapped. Can we pounce and get past the German? DRS open. He does defend, but it's such a wide track on that pit straight. There's almost no way of defending it. We'll get another dose of DRS, so we'll top up the battery, and then we'll deploy said battery to escape Hulkenberg. We need to go aggressive on the tyres, and now we've got 2.5 seconds to catch Hamilton for P12, which would be our best ever finish. So despite the pit crew completely stuffing up the pit stop, we might still yet be on for our best finish ever, as Hamilton goes 2 laps down. And now we will pass Lewis Hamilton for position. Not something I thought I'd see in season 1. We've legitimately passed Lewis Hamilton for position in a Grand Prix. And the next car up ahead is George Russell, 53 seconds up the road. Let's watch this again. It was a pretty nice overtake, wasn't it? Pit crew gets roasted in the chat. Roast away, roast away. Hamilton's coming back actually, and he's back in front. So we're going to have to overtake him again, which is annoying. But we'll have the tyre advantage to do it. DRS open. We'll easily close the gap, and through goes VESTI one more time. We do need to watch it again because I need the picture. Oh, it's not going to give us a great angle this time. I wanted the picture for the thumbnail and I didn't want to have to crop the camera out. Just makes it slightly easier. But we've now dropped Hamilton, so I won't get that opportunity. This isn't part of the plan. Alex Albon's arrived and snatched P12 away from us. I don't like that one bit. We were just conserving fuel, happy in P12. He's got much better soft tyres on as well. Well, goodbye P12. It was nice knowing you. Now we really need someone else to fall by the wayside. Right, Max Verstappen is about to win the Mexico City Grand Prix. There he goes, he wins. And we're going to have to settle for yet another P13. It's unlucky for some, but it's loved by Fred VESTI. It's where, well, or hated, depending which way you want to look at it. He keeps finishing 13th. So, I mean, it shows you exactly where we are. We're reaching the capacity of the car with him as he comes across the line for another 13th place finish. I don't know whether to be happy or sad about that. I mean, we could have had 12th, but Albon just turned up, snatched it away and ran off. There was nothing we could do about it, but we did beat Lewis Hamilton. So I suppose bright side, we beat a Mercedes. So Max Verstappen wins the Mexico City Grand Prix from 11th on the grid, having had a grid penalty. Baruti might be getting the chop after this race. 3 DNFs in a row. And we remain 10th of 11. Decisions to make moving forward, I think. So another P13. We really do love finishing in that position with Fred VESTI, don't we? But it really could have been that P12. Maybe if we hadn't lost so much time in the pit stop, Albon wouldn't have been as close. He might not have caught us. He probably still would have, but there would have been a chance to stop him. But as it was, 13th, and that keeps us in P10. If you enjoyed the video, leave a nice big thumbs up on it for me. Subscribe for more F1 Manager content, and I'll see you very, very soon. You're the best fans. Bye for now.